It is the end of an era, folks. Sean P. Diddy Combs has finally officially been arrested, and it went down last night, you guys. First of all, can we have a round of applause for the fact that this finally happened? I don't want to say I was starting to lose hope, but I was starting to get a little bit antsy when, there wasn't much movement happening. Like, there were predictions that this was supposed to happen like months ago. And when those prediction dates came and went, I kind of felt like, oh, is this not going to happen? Is this not going to happen? But here we are. He was arrested last night. First and foremost, we have to thank Miss Cassie Ventura for this arrest, because none of this would have been possible without her bravery in stepping forward and filing that initial lawsuit against Diddy Combs. Like, that lawsuit blew the lid open. It allowed other people to be brave enough to step forward behind her. And it also led to this shocking video proving, even though we already believed her from the beginning, but proving that this man truly is the scum of the earth, capable of doing each and every single thing that she and his other alleged victims accused him of doing in their lawsuits. Like, this video still gives me chills. It was so difficult to watch. It really was, right? So let's talk about this arrest, okay, you guys? And by the way, Diddy's lawyer did release a statement, which we are going to get to, but I want to talk about the arrest first of all. Apparently, Diddy decided to quietly turn himself in, or quietly be arrested last night in New York, because he knew that this was going to happen. Like, he didn't want to have like the paparazzi, the pap stroll and everything like that. He wanted this to go on as quietly as possible. And so, that is how it happened so late without a single photo of him being taken. Initially, the police were supposed to arrest him, or the FBI, was supposed to arrest him today, but something happened to where they decided that yesterday was going to be a better move. I personally think that there was some sort of a negotiation with Diddy, or maybe he posed as a flight risk, cough, cough, Russell Simmons. And that's what ultimately led to this. So far, it hasn't been confirmed, but that's what we know for now. Let's get into the statement that his lawyer, Mark Agnifilio, released. And I just want to say, honestly, the fact that there's always a lawyer, scummy lawyer out there ready to defend, the demonic people like this who do terrible things to people will never cease to amaze me. He even called Diddy an innocent man, which is just so incredibly egregious, especially considering what it is that we saw with our own eyes. The last time Diddy claimed that he was an innocent man, it was because he was claiming that Cassie was lying. She and the other women who filed lawsuits against him, they were just trying to come up off of him, ruin his legacy, only for this video to be dropped and then for him to, come back with his tail between his legs, right? So just word to the wise. He lies. He lies. This is BS, but I've got to read it anyway. So here's the direct quote. Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, and proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the Black community. Were you uplifting the Black community, Diddy, when you stomped out, punched out, dragged Cassie? Was that the upliftment of the Black community? Or what about when Dawn Richard was traumatized by you? Because she's the latest one to file a lawsuit against you, Diddy. Were the things that you allegedly did to her, were they done or allegedly done in an effort to uplift the Black community? You know what this is a dog whistle for? This is in order to, this is a rallying cry for that like subsection of the Black community that is always crying victim and trying to defend trash Black men, okay? Like Diddy, like Bill Cosby, like R. Kelly. These people, they finally get held accountable after hiding in the shadows, terrorizing people for years, decades even, right? And then when they're finally brought to justice and made to answer for their actions, what happens? This little subsection comes in. They say, oh, this is racism. Why are they holding Black men accountable? What about the white man? What about the white man this? What about the white man that? like that type of stuff. Oh, he was going to buy NBC. Oh, his station Revolt was becoming too big, so they had to take him down. Like that type of stuff is what they try to do, right? And so that's what this is a rallying cry for. But it is not the truth. When you beat women viciously, especially women like Cassie, who were trying their best to escape from you. She wasn't even wearing shoes when she tried to escape because Diddy was in the shower. This was her only moment to escape, you guys. She ran, she hightailed it to the elevator, and she was putting on her shoes as she was trying to escape. And this man ran from a shower down the hall to drag her back to him. And he beat her. He stomped on her. He threw a vase at her. So you can't do things like that, then turn around and say that you're an innocent man. You try to uplift the Black community. I'm sorry, but what the F? Actually, I'm not sorry. Just plain what the F. Let's continue on with the statement. Quote, he's an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. I'm sorry, but this man is a criminal through and through. Justice will be served. He will be behind bars soon. There's no way you can do the things that this man has done and walk free. He should have been arrested for what he did to Cassie. He is a criminal. He is a criminal. He is evil. He is sick. He is twisted. He is demonic. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. So there you go. Suspicions confirmed. He knew these charges were coming. That's why he was in New York. Diddy is typically in California, right? He's got, he's typically California or Miami. He's got homes in both places. Those are the homes that were raided. So he went up to New York, and I think he negotiated to go quietly in like a thief in the night so that he would not be papped this morning. The attorney concluded the statement by noting, please reserve your judgment until no, I will not reserve thing. I do have enough facts to know that this man is capable of doing every single sick, twisted, depraved thing that the people have accused him of, because I saw this video. I've heard many stories about him over the years. Even Usher never outright said that Diddy did anything to him, but he was staying with Diddy as a child. And he said, you can go ahead and find these interviews, but he has mentioned in interviews that the things he saw in there are things he can't even repeat, and those are the child had a witness. So I'm sorry, I'm not reserving a damn judgment. I've already condemned Diddy, and I'm looking forward to him being officially condemned in the court of law as well. These are acts of an innocent man. Yeah, an innocent man who beat up, dragged his girlfriend as she tried to escape him. Yeah, this innocent man threw a vase at her head. This innocent man stomped her out on the ground when she was too weak to fight back. He kept on stomping on her. Yeah, innocent man, please. With nothing to hide, and he looks forward to clearing his name in court. His name will not be cleared in court. P. Diddy will be found guilty. Maybe not every charge, but P. Diddy will be found guilty. There are far too many credible witnesses, far too many lawsuits, and this evidence to me is already enough. This is all I needed to see. Diddy is not an innocent man. Diddy will not be walking free. And I am not even saying allegedly on that. I am saying that point blank, period. Diddy does not deserve to be free, ever. Another minute, another day in his life, after the ways in which he has made people suffer over the years. Yes, he has done certain things to, quote, uplift the Black community. But when you do things like this, all of that goes out the window. All of that goes out the window. At this point, you have harmed the Black community more than you have ever helped it, Diddy. And I think that his philanthropy and all these other things, they're kind of, what they're reminding me of? Do you guys remember Tom Girardi, that old man from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, who was donating to he was donating to all sorts of causes and whatnot, right? And you would think that he was doing this from like the goodness of his heart, right? He's a philanthropist, like Sean Demon Combs. He's a philanthropist. No. He was doing this in order to cover his tracks and to save his butt and to have a leverage over certain people. That is how Tom Girardi was able to get away with the things he was getting away with, right? Stealing for so long. He had bought out everybody who would have been able to bring him down. They were all corrupt. So I think that Diddy in his acts of quote unquote philanthropy, they were more so acts in order to save his own behind, because he knew, given the things that he was doing behind the scenes, that he would need help down the line, or he would need help to prolong the things that he was doing, you know? And that now, you know, the chickens have come home to roost. That time is up. This is 2024, the year of being exposed, the year of being held accountable. And in that vein, Diddy will be held accountable. And I am so, so happy about that. I'm so happy to see that. What a sick and twisted individual. And shame on his lawyer for even having the nerve, the audacity, the gall to release a statement claiming that this man is innocent. I know it's his job, but my God, a little bit of dignity, please. You know, a little bit of respect for his victims, especially this one, who already showed us everything we needed to know about Diddy's character and what he's capable of doing to women. Why was Cassie escaping from him, running out in socks, you know, anxiously waiting for that elevator to arrive so she can get away? Why did he chase after her in his towel to beat her, kick her, and drag her back and throw a vase at her head? That's an innocent man to you? Please. Anyway, guys, I will keep you updated on how this rolls out, okay? Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we will be covering this wall to wall. This is the end of Diddy. It's been a long time coming. Sayonara.